Well, at least we survived the first day, but it kind of feels like we're back to square one. Yeah. The Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If you want them to dismiss the case against Dracogan, you're gonna have to find out exactly what happened. If that's even possible. Ugh. Hey, you okay? I feel a headache coming on. Yeah, I think I'm just tired. Well, this day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow? No, I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. Ugh. The throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that. Yeah, no, we're heading back to the inn. I'm fine, really. Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest. Celeste, it's fine. It's not. You're going to work yourself. Would you just stay out of my way? Again, your voice kind of louder than you meant it before, too. Fine. Whatever. Do whatever you want. It's this damn city. Being back here is really getting to you. That's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. The soreness in your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest. Hello everybody and welcome back to Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. Another nightmare overtakes your sleep. You clutch the note tightly in your hands as you read it. I'm sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things that I wanted to tell you. So many things that I wanted to show you. But I'm afraid that I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. This world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But I've seen you. I know how bright the light within you is. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to proclaim the future. Eyes? I don't understand. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is stop the execution. If you can just distract the knights long enough, you can save her and run away. You'll have to abandon your home, but at least she'll still be with you. As you try to sprint toward the gallows, a knight grabs your arm and pulls you back. Hey kid, you can't cross this point. Hey, stop that. You try to fruitlessly break his grip by striking with your bare hands, but he barely feels anything through his armor. You continue delivering blow after blow to him, but it does nothing. Your knuckles start bleeding. Irritated by your behavior, the knight pins you to the ground. Damn, kid. Desperately struggle against him to no avail. And from this position, you have no choice but to watch what's happening. Wait, stop! Make eye contact with your mother one last time. Her body goes limp. You stare blankly at the hanging body. No, this isn't... Mom? You clutch her note tightly in your hand. You feel a comforting yet fleeting warmth from it. Mom! Mom! Tyrion? Celeste, die. You snap back awake. It's another nightmare. You notice that tears are streaming down your face. You quickly try to bring up your sleeve to wipe them away, but you realize that Celeste is firmly gripping your hand. Why are you... Sorry. You were shouting in your sleep, but you seemed to calm down a little whenever I held your hand. So, I've been doing that. Oh. Tyrion, are you okay? You're not. You've been acting weird since we arrived in AotA. It's nothing. It's not nothing. Does it have something to do with your mother? For the past 2 nights, you've been calling out for her in your sleep. Please, just talk to me. I'm your friend, aren't I? Never even realized it. You didn't have many people in your life after you left AotA. You only had Miss Tamora, and she never wanted to talk about what happened. But Celeste, she's been there since you started your career. Of course she's your friend. It all happened a long time ago. We lived here together in that old house. My mother was a merchant and a mage. Your mother was a mage? But I guess the gift of magic skipped my generation. I could never use it. About 10 years ago, my mother's business partner was found murdered, and they found traces of magic at the crime scene. They thought that your mom did it? Mr. Moore was my mother's defense attorney for the trial. She did everything she could to get her acquitted, but she could never find the real culprit. They found her guilty for first-degree murder. I tried to stop her execution, but... Your voice starts breaking. Tyrion. I'm sorry, Celeste. What? Coming back here has brought back so many memories. I thought that I'd already moved on from what had happened. If I could just keep saving people as an attorney, then maybe I could put all of this behind me. But I'm back in AotA, and those feelings are still so fresh in my mind. It's like I'm still the same powerless child from 10 years ago. I know that I've been taking that out on you. I'm so sorry, Celeste. Don't be. I get it. I know what it's like to lose someone like that. She does, doesn't she? When my dad was murdered, you were there for me. If it weren't for you, I would have still believed that he died hating me. Celeste, Celeste slowly clasps your hands within hers again. It feels warm and comforting. Has this been the warmth you've been feeling within your nightmares? So, just let me be here for you. You can feel yourself dozing off. You have to snap yourself back awake. Sorry. The last few days have been a little tiring. It's okay. Just focus on falling asleep. I'll stay with you for as long as you need me to. I'm also feeling pretty tired, though. I'll just rest my eyes a bit. For the first time since you arrived in AotA, we finally received a good night's rest. You wake up the next morning feeling well rested. You feel almost a little too rested. You feel really reluctant to leave the comfort of your bed. Celeste, are you there? Your hand feels warm. You can feel your heart stop. Celeste? What do you want? Her eyes slowly open as she wakes from what looks to be an equally restful sleep. She drowsily scans her surroundings. Yeah! You both dart out of bed. So... You seem to be doing better. You are okay, right? Yeah, yes. Thank you for last night. Poor phrasing. Hello? Are you there, Mr. Cuthbert? What the hell? Your soul nearly jumps out of your body. You suddenly hear Aster's voice, and it's extremely loud. You look around to see where he is, but he is nowhere to be found. Aster? Oh, thank the scared Lord. I was also in bed with you. The whole gang is here. What? Where are you? I'm using a spell to speak with you right now. I apologize for contacting you in this manner, but I was worried that something had happened to you two. Right, of course. Anyway, what do you want at this time of day? This time of day? Mr. Cuthbert, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon! What? 3 p.m.? You missed the entire morning. I hope everything's okay. Did something happen? No, everything's okay. Anyways, if it's already this late, we should head over to the refinery. Yes, investigation. Let's do that, immediately. Celeste immediately power walks out of the room. You quickly follow after her. If you're heading to the refinery, do you mind if I meet with you two? There's something that I'd like to ask you. Sure. Wonderful! I'll see you two at the town square. Quickly meet Aster in the town square while you walk to the refinery. You and Celeste walk to your destination with purpose. A little too much purpose. It's almost as if you're both trying to distract yourselves from something. Every time you make eye contact with Celeste, she quickly glances away. Things are a little awkward, but you much prefer this over the tense mood between you two yesterday. Anyways, Aster, what was that spell you used earlier? It let you speak with us without being there. Oh, that! That was a conjuration spell! It's called Send Message. I feel just a bit uneasy that you can just contact us out of the blue like that. Nah, I'm fully for it. You should do that all the time, Aster. More importantly, you're a little worried about what he might have seen. Don't worry, the spell is perfectly harmless. I can give you the parameters if you'd like. Aster projects her voice to communicate with the target. Anyone within a 30-feet radius of the target can hear the caster's voice. The caster can also hear sounds close to the target, allowing for two-way communication. The target must be a person known to the caster. That person must also be conscious, otherwise the spell will fail. Alternatively, the target can be an object that is attuned with the caster's magic. Looks like it only facilitates communication. He definitely didn't see the embarrassing state that you two were in. By the way, I'm not trying to be rude, but why are you following us? Oh, yes. I was still trying to think of the proper method to ask you. But you both seem to be on edge at the moment. What did you want to ask us? You already told me about the traces of transmutation at the refinery. But the trial yesterday really highlighted the significance of that. I can't simply stand by if I was a witness to a murder. And? May I join you on your investigation? Absolutely. 100%. No. His motives are pure. He is pure. Come on. He's our mascot. He was the only other mage at the scene of the crime. And between him and Rika, you definitely trust Rika more. Alright, I see no reason why not. Celeste shoots you a concerned look. You subtly gesture for her to keep an eye on Aster. She nods in an acknowledgement. Aster is your prime suspect right now, and he has to be aware of that. But if you keep him close to you, you might catch some dissonant thoughts through the eye. Aster did nothing. Aster did nothing wrong. Fuck you, Tyrion, you stupid bastard. Don't you spout fucking falsehoods about my boy on... Ah, shit, I dropped my cup. There wasn't much water in it. It'll be fine. Arrive at the refinery and see that several knights in the Inquisition have already arrived. Oh boy, can we talk with Orm? Yeah. You glance at the damaged walkway and see Commander White there with a few of his knights. He seems to notice you too, but he only pays you a passing glance. Oh, Mr. Cuthbert, I've been waiting for you. For quite a while, may I add. Right, sorry about that. I suppose you have your reasons, and you've more than proven yourself worthy of my trust. Although... Jock again gives Aster a suspicious side glance. He appears to have come to the same conclusion that you did. Well, you've given me little reason to doubt your judgment. I will leave the investigation in your capable hands. Speaking of the investigation, where should we start first? Now that we've got the Inquisition involved, we might be able to learn more about the magical traces at the crime scene. You look at Commander White, who's inspecting the walkway. He's probably your best bet for getting more info about the investigation. I'm quite pleased with your work during the trial. I'm glad I put my trust in you. Thank you, but we're still a long way from getting your case dismissed. And showing the possibility of a murder definitely made things much more complicated. I see no reason to blame yourself. You merely played the cards that you were dealt. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of what happened. Do you have any idea who the second victim might be? I have no idea. But all of my other employees are accounted for. I doubt that it was anyone who worked for me. But then who was it? It was I-Man! To be perfectly honest, I'm still a little concerned with how many unauthorized people were there that day. He has a point. It seems strange that Justin, Rika, and Morrison were all there. Let's talk about me. I'm quite pleased with your work during the trial. I'm glad I put my trust in you. Really? Oh, people usually have something to say about her. What do you know about the goons? I guess nothing? Oh, it's you two. And who's this? Wait. The hell? Commander, please don't. What the hell are you two doing with the Crown Prince? What? It appears that my cover has been blown, as they say. Did he just say that you're the Crown Prince? Oh. Yes, my full name is Aster the Wyvern IV, heir to the throne of Wyvern. Fuck yeah, dude. That's my president. This entire time, you've been speaking to the heir to the throne? I was hoping that it wouldn't come to this. Oh, so sorry, your, Majesty. Please, none of that. I would much prefer if you all continue to call me Aster. No, I could never. You've never seen the commander this flustered before. Perhaps he's a little gay. Why did you find the need to hide this from us? I didn't want you to think less of me. I admire your work, Mr. Cuthbert. Which is why I was afraid you wouldn't speak with me if you knew the truth. In a way, he was correct to assume that. As a member of the royal family, he represents everything that you and Mr. Moore are fighting against. But he does look like a sincere and genuine person. At the very least, you haven't seen anything incriminating through the eye of Horus. Anyways, this complicates things greatly. Aster is your primary suspect, so if he did commit the murder, you would have to implicate a member of the royal family. A nobleman is one thing, but would convicting him even be possible? Well, no matter what, you won't stop seeking justice. It doesn't matter who you're facing, be they man, king, or god. And, princes aside, you came here to talk to the commander about his investigation. Since Aster is accompanying you, he might be more inclined to share details with you. Alright, let's talk. I'm surprised that the Inquisition is even here. I thought that you were all busy investigating Aster's missing ship. Wait, you know about that? I need to remember his voice. The commander glances nervously at Aster. We wanted to put more of our people there, but Lady Sealwind insisted that we focus on the Dracogan case. As you should. I would much rather have you find justice for Justin Wade. That's far more important than looking for some musty old ship. Right. Is this good for real? Magic traces. Have you discovered anything about the magical traces here? We did take a look at it, and it's definitely suspicious. The only rails with magical traces on them are these. And the fact that we still can't see them means that they were left within the last 48 hours. It's looking pretty likely that someone used transmutation on these rails that night. It still doesn't make sense, though. Why would someone weaken these rails specifically? I don't know. I'm just as confused as you are. If this really is foul play, then someone knew that Justin or some other person would be in this exact place. A second booby. Has the Inquisition found any evidence to prove my theory? Do you mean about a second person falling into the vat? Sorry, kid, but it ain't that simple. The body of that Justin fella sorta dissolved. That's quite gruesome. Here, I'm gonna have to make notes that I'm gonna have to not disappearing at the 20-minute mark. Which episode number is this? Oh gosh. Oh fuck. I really have to use the restroom. Oh, my stomach. Oh. I'll just 20 minute Aster, Mark, Aster, Aster, Prince, reveal, Ep, Mark, fuck, bathroom, shit. If another person had fallen in, their body would have dissolved too. I have to use the restroom. I'll be quick. Hopefully I'll remember to cut this out of the video. Oh my god, it's been like 14 minutes. That is... oof. Yeah. That is... okay. Sorry about that. That was... I went through a whole ordeal there. Let's not get too into my thing. Definite digestive issues, but... ooh. Worm, my man. If another person had fallen in, their body would have dissolved too. But we could only find some bone fragments, blood, and a lot of metallic shards. Have you been able to use divination magic to identify the bone fragments? Yep, once we found all belonged to Justin Way. No sign of bones from another person. Bad contents. There wasn't any evidence of another person falling in. But your theory had been incorrect then. Are you sure that you and Molson saw a person fall into the van, Aster? I definitely saw someone fall off the walkway and break the guardrails. Although, thinking back on it, I didn't recognize who exactly that person was. The Harbour Master and I were pretty far away, and it wasn't well lit. Do you think the second victim's body fully dissolved? That might explain why we can't find any bone matter from them. No, if my theory is correct, the second victim fell in minutes after Justin fell. It wouldn't make sense if that person's body fully dissolved before Justin's. Why can't you find any bone matter of the second person? Either way, Dracokin might want to hear about this. If the liquid is so volatile, how are you able to take things out of the vat? Oh, the liquid isn't volatile anymore. When the Harbour Master and I reported what we saw, the workers poured some sort of alchemical solution into the vat. Yeah, according to them, the solution neutralized the evocation magic in those chemicals. From what I hear, the magical liquid in these vats is usually blue. The solution that they poured in turned it green. Yes, unfortunately, it was too late. By the time they neutralized the liquid, Justin's body had already mostly dissolved. And if they hadn't neutralized it so quickly, we probably wouldn't have found anything from the victim. Well, there's a positive side. Ugh. Crown Prince Aster. I still can't believe that you've been the Crown Prince this entire time. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I was just worried that you might treat me differently if you knew the truth. Oh, right. Should I call Steelwind over here for you? She'll probably want to see you. No, I think it would be best if you didn't. Oh, I remember now. If you're the Crown Prince, that makes you Prosecutor Steelwind your fiancé. That makes Prosecutor Steelwind your fiancé. Oh, right. I didn't forget to mention that during the Night Grave case. That's why the name Aster sounded so familiar. You saw in her thoughts. Oh, that Miriam. She has caused me so much trouble by publicly revealing my marriage to Lady Steelwind. I had hoped to keep it a secret for much longer. Well, let's talk all about that. That is Prosecutor Steelwind anyways. She always investigates these crimes herself. She said she wanted to investigate this disappearing ship personally. She seemed really hell-bent on finding the people responsible. They did attempt to kidnap the Crown Prince, after all. She must really care about you, Aster. No, I highly doubt that. Aw, man. Steelwind, I thought you were cool. What the fuck's up with you, Steelwind? What? Our marriage was arranged by our parents well before we were born. Called it! She had no say in the matter, and I know that she only tolerates me for the good of our kingdom. I'm sure she still cares about you? No, I can tell by the way she behaves around me. And it's probably for the best. She is 18 after all. It's a little creepy if you think about it, considering the, what, 8-year age gap? Her hands quivered with rage, and she can't even bear to look at me when I speak to her. Damn, I can't believe she even treats the Crown Prince like that. She may be my fiancée, but our marriage is purely political. She endures so much because of her name. I guess you aristocrats have your own share of problems. Ba-dum-bum. What do you think about me? I never expected to see you here. Don't you only work on homicide cases? Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. I'm doing this as a favor to a friend. Huh. I guess connections really are everything in the world of commerce. So you've got Tamora payrolling you, hey, Mage Girl? I saw your record. You were working pretty high-profile shit in the Eastern Kingdoms. Isn't working for a law firm technically a downgrade for you? Not really. Ruby pays me really well. I guess she has a lot of gold or something. Of course she does. Anyways, this knucklehead wouldn't last a day without me guarding him. Hey, she's not wrong, though. Let's talk more about Ruby. If you're here, does that mean... Don't worry, Mr. Morrow's not here. Ugh, good. Can't stand the sight of that woman. I can't believe I have to work the case directly for Noble. Dealing with their usual requests is bad enough. Now I have to answer directly to Von Sanctus. He may be the lord of the region, but isn't he also a business competitor? That must be a conflict of interest. Sure is, but you, of all people, should know how it is. Do I have to worry about him interfering with the investigation? I don't think so. For better or for worse, Steelwind is really particular about not letting anyone interfere with our work. That's good. Steelwind's still cool, even if she doesn't like Aster for some... Well, actually, it's completely fair. She's still wrong, but... Mika, are you here? Go to Rika's cafe and find the place completely empty. You see a sign on the front door. It reads closed for today. It looks like she closed the restaurant for today. Since the Inquisition is involved, they might have taken her in for questioning. I really wanted to go into detail about what she saw. But it looks like we'll have to go somewhere else. It's a shame. Okay. I should probably be doing that everywhere. Anything on the town square? I still don't understand. How did the Inquisition only find out getting matter from Justin? There has to be a second person that fell in. Your theory definitely sounds plausible. At the very least, I can't think of any other explanation. This case just throws curveball after curveball. Where should we go next, Tyrion? We hit a dead end at the contents of the vat. But we should still speak with Dracogan and tell him about what we found. They might be able to see something that we can't. Oh, right. She mentioned talking to Dracogan. Sorry, that was a while ago for me. Dracogan, we spoke with the Inquisition about what they found in the vat. And they could only find bone matter belonging to Justin. That and several metallic shards. What? This can't be right. I know. I was hoping to find some hard evidence to prove my theory. I'll have to find another approach to prove it. No, that's not what I meant. There shouldn't be any solid matter in those vats. Are you talking about the metallic shards? Just assume this was some kind of magical byproduct. No. The refinement process requires that everything in the vat remains a liquid. Solid matter would absorb the liquid's magical properties and taint the entire batch. So those metal shards weren't supposed to be in there. You think they came from the broken piece of the railing? Possibly. They'll probably want to double check with the commander to make sure. This is definitely strange. I'll need to take a moment to work through all of this. From what Dracogan said, there shouldn't have been any solid matter in those vats. We've already confirmed that the bone matter they found came from Justin's body. But that leaves another question. How did metallic shards appear in the vat? Where did those metallic shards come from? Was Rika pseudo-sabotage the killer? Metal object was thrown into the vat. Metal object was thrown into the vat. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Whatever that object was, it was probably dissolved into the shards that were found. That's the thing, though. What should the magical liquid have done to the object? It was extremely volatile. It was destructive enough to reduce an entire human body to a few shards of bone. The vat liquid should not have. That liquid should have completely destroyed the metal object. Was the vat turned off after the fall? We shouldn't have found any metal shards in the first place. Right, but we did find them. How do you explain that? How was the metal object fully destroyed? That night, something happened that prevented the metal object from being fully destroyed. Okay, so I think I was on the wrong track. That liquid was neutralized. Just away onto the vat. I'm trying to think, like, what? Did he eat it or something? Did he eat, like, some sort of, like, key? And, like, that's why they found the metal bits? Morrison... Which one was Morrison? Oh, that's the ship guy. Realized shortly after. Did I already know that, though? Okay. 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 I was saying the twist was, oh, it was before. No one Morrison reported the accident, but workers immediately neutralized the liquid's magic. They did this to attempt to save Justin, but it would have also stopped the liquid from destroying anything else within the vat. So that's where you found those metal shards. And whatever that metal object was, it was only partially destroyed. This means that it fell into the vat around the same time that Justin fell into the vat. It fell a while before the accident. It would have dissolved completely. And if it fell after the accident, it wouldn't have dissolved at all. Furthermore, whatever that object was, it was probably as large as Justin. Alright. I don't feel like I learned too much. Do you think the metal object had something to do with the second victim? Maybe they were holding it when they fell in. Maybe it was a robot. I'm not sure, but it's definitely possible. We should take a closer look at the metallic shards like Commander White found. Those shards might help us identify the second victim. That person even exists. So what? Go back to form? Is that what we were talking about? Yep. Commander White, you mentioned that you found several metallic shards in the vat. Do you mind if we take a look at them? Sure. Just don't get any bright ideas about taking anything. You'll also want to avoid touching them with your bare hands. The liquid is neutralized, but it definitely ain't good for your skin. Commander motions to one of the Inquisition Knights. After a few moments, he brings back a large barrel filled with metallic shards. What? There were that many? What could have possibly fallen into the vat? Well, I guess we should get started. Nah. This one sometimes closely inspecting the metallic shards was Celeste. Shards are only the size of small rocks and it's difficult to find any discerning features. Any luck on your end? No, I haven't found... Celeste? I think I found something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, though. Celeste pulls out a metallic shard with some sort of engraving on it. Like the other shards, this one looks far less damaged. The engraving on it looks like some sort of crest. That's the crest of House von Sanctus. Isn't he the noble that's charging Dracogen? Ooh. Well, I doubt that Lord von Sanctus was the second victim. Aster, do you know who would have a house emblem like this? Normally, only the Lord's retainers would have the emblems of his house. Well, I doubt that Justin was the one who had this in his possession. You think one of Van Sanctus's retainers fell into the vat that night? It's definitely possible, but if that did happen, why haven't we heard about it? Lloyd von Sanctus would have the resources to keep something like that out of the public eye. The only way to know for sure would be to ask him ourselves. But even if we could talk to him, he would never cooperate with us. I glanced at the prince. Someone of his station would have no trouble meeting with Lord von Sanctus. An idea begins to form in your mind. Unless... What is it, Mr. Cuthbert? Aster, do you think you could help us interrogate Lord von Sanctus? Really? You need my help? In this instance, it'd be very difficult to speak to him by ourselves. But as the Crown Prince, he'd be much more inclined to speak with you. Oh, of course, I'd be happy to help. I love him. He's my child. You might be overplaying your hand by utilizing Aster this way. You're still wary of the prince, especially since he was one of the few mages at the scene. Will this really work, though? It's not ideal, but it's the only lead we have so far. But it still bothers you. Why haven't you found any bone matter from a second person? Maybe you're overthinking it. You should pursue every lead and see where it takes you. And to do that, we need to find out where Lord von Sanctus is. Oh, I meant to move. Ooh. Let's go to the manor. So this is the von Sanctus house. It'd be more appropriate to call this building a palace rather than a house. What's that smell? As you get further into the manor, you're hit with a very pungent and sour odor. It almost burns the interior of your nostrils every time you inhale. Well, we're here. You look around the manor and don't see anyone nearby. It looks like Lord Sanctus isn't home at the moment. Perhaps we should try looking somewhere else. Along first there, I'll be part of the manor. You're a bit tempted to snoop, but it'd be best not to take such risks. That is fair, especially with Aster here. Is that really all there is to examine? Alright. Mazurika? Fuck. Okay, I keep forgetting his voice. We mustn't let such idealistic notions throw our nation into chaos. Fuck. That wasn't it. Then the town's currency Lord Van Sanctus began several spectators from a podium. There's Lord Van Sanctus. He appears to be giving some sort of speech. Do your best to remain hidden from his view while you listen in. Please understand, the actions of the nobility seem callous. However, we only have your best interests at heart. The controversy with the Dracogan Trading Company is just one of the many examples. These so-called unions that men like him support may seem appealing, but they only obfuscate and hinder the nobility from protecting the working class. Men like Stefanik Dracogan are merely charlatans. They only seek financial gain by strong-arming our true benefactors. True benefactors? What a joke. Politics. I knew that Von Sanctus was wary of Dracogan, but I never expected him to be this zealous about getting rid of him. I think it says about Dracogan specifically, and more about what he represents. What do you mean? The Dracogan Trading Company has presented tangible proof that his policies are both effective and profitable. Even businesses that have no affiliation with him have started following his example. Von Sanctus is merely a relic of the past, and I think he knows that his archaic ideals won't survive in this landscape. I can only hope that our grand kingdom recognizes this danger as I have. Hobsnubble leaves the podium as the citizens ponder his words. What a load of garbage. It's obvious that Von Sanctus knows his days are numbered. But look at what happened. Let the common folk set their own standards, and a young man died. I guess you have a point there. So Von Sanctus is going to care shortly after his speech. He's going back to the manor. And with that, we will end the episode. What secrets is Von Sanctus hiding? Is he a bitch? The answer to both of those questions is yes. Yeah. See you around, homies. Ugh.